Yeah, so I was gonna make a video last night. I started recording. It was after the Bruins Toronto game, and the Bruins had lost, and I got a little bit too drunk, and yeah, I started playing, and it was awful, and it was embarrassing. So I wrote a new riff. I really like this one. I like this better than the other one, but it sounds a little bit too close to another song. Like I wrote it, and it sounded good, and then I was like, oh shit, that actually sounds exactly like, not exactly, but it sounds like the song Title and Registration by A Death Cab for a Cutie. And, you know, it's not exact, it's not the same, it's the same, like, plucking pattern, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Whatever, I'll just play it. I'll shut the fuck up. No. See, I haven't really, like, finalized anything, obviously. Because this is the first fucking, just a riff. But, so, like, I'm pretty set with the beginning and the middle, but I'm not really sure how I feel about the end of that riff. I don't know if I want to, like, end it off on the open E. I think I do, and just kind of go back into it, but I guess the question is, you know, the timing. When do I want to pluck it? So. Oh wait, I like that. Hold on. Fuck. No. Yeah. Alright, I think I figured it out. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a pull off at the end instead of an open E string. You know that, and after playing it like that and switching it, it doesn't sound as much of a rip-off as I thought it sounded before. Cause like before, I think I wrote the song in a way that I could literally sing the other song to it. I mean, I didn't mean to write it that way. Like I said, it was completely unintentional. But let's see, how did I have it? I think it was like. I don't know, I think I was just overthinking it. I don't know, tell me what you think. Do you think it sounds like a ripoff? Because I'm starting to change my mind on that. Anyways, I've been working on that Bayside song, They Look Like Strong Hands. It's not perfect, but I'm getting there. Okay. The last part's a little bit off. In the middle part. I'm gonna do it on the acoustic. I'm pretty comfortable with how that is right now. On the electric, I just got a couple small things that need tuning up, like the that little in between doo 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 part, and I mean, I should really like learn my fucking terms, huh? I probably sound like a fucking dumbass right now. Yeah, it's like the, you know, the string and the, you know, the strumming and the stuff, you know? This fucking guitar is bigger than me. Oh man, these strings feel like sandpaper, dude. This is some shit. I'm not even gonna attempt to pull off on this thing. Sounds like shit. Alright, well, you get the point. That's basically where I'm at with it. I'm not gonna be able to play it much better than that, for now. I'll play the little riff that I wrote on acoustic. Yeah, I'm fucking forgetting it now. I have it written down, so somewhere. Oh, forgot. I brought this down here with me. I think I've changed it since then, because I did it on Tab It too. I'll put the tab up on this video too. Since I'm already going to show you the other tabs, I might as well show you this tab too. But yeah, look how I'm writing this shit. Yeah, that's it. It is pretty similar to that other song. Got some more lyrics. I'm not gonna share these with you guys yet, though. These lyrics aren't even really lyrics. Some of them are attempted lyrics, but a lot of them are just like ideas that I want to convey in the song, or like just a feeling that I'm having in the moment that I felt was a message I wanted to give out or whatever. I don't know. This is just rough shit. You know, it's not tuned at all. It's not written to anything in particular. It just has a subject. You know, I attempt to be clever in it. Fuck. God damn it. So I don't even know when that stopped, but I was talking about how I wrote some lyrics, quote unquote. I'm not really comfortable sharing them yet because they're not even lyrics yet, you know? They're just like ideas. Like, this isn't written to any music. Like, this is just a song that I want to write about, and I'm just jotting my ideas down basically with an attempt to be clever and have some form of structure to it. But it's not. I don't even know if any of this is staying. So, but I was saying how I want to talk about what the song is about, and it's the idea of it's the idea of the song title is going to be called Civilized to Death, and I heard that idea from Dr. Christopher Ryan. He's the author of Sex at Dawn, and he's going to be writing a book, or is in the process of writing a book called Civilized to Death. And he's the one who kind of introduced the idea to me. Not really, not like introduced, but like, you know, I've thought about the idea before of like the life we're told to live is not really, what's the word I want to use here? It's not ideal, I guess. It's not an ideal way to live. I think I just showed the camera. It's not an ideal way to live, right? It's our bodies aren't even close to wanting to like just sitting down all day. It's so awful for you. Half the jobs out there are terrible for our body. You know, we're built to be factory workers essentially, you know, or sitting in front of a computer screen just soaking in pixels all day. Or standing in front of a fucking, like a conveyor belt. Or working in a warehouse or some shit. It's just all bad for you. You know, working that much is just not healthy. And there's a million other different things, not just like I don't want to fucking work. It's not just about that. It's just it would take me fucking 30 minutes to get all the ideas out of you to really like paint the picture. But regardless, that's what I want the song to be about. How I'm gonna do that, I'm not really sure. What style of song I want to write, I have no fucking idea. The other song, I'm not really sure what it's about. Yeah, it's I'm definitely complaining a lot here. I feel like that's what a lot of music's gonna be. It's gonna be complaining about shit. I guess this song's just about how we think we're so fucking smart. Yet, a lot of us, and I think there's a little bit of both going on here. I think we like to think we're really smart, and I think we also don't give ourselves enough credit sometimes for how smart we actually are. It's kind of like a paradox, I know, but like we still got people that believe in like flat Earth. Like we still got people who deny global warming, and like we got people who like don't think there's any biological difference between male and females. It's like like how? Like, you know, we got like the sum of all knowledge in our pockets, and yet we're still debating that type of shit. And then I think a lot of that is like, it's not just people being dumb. I think it's a lot of well, people are very easily convinced. So I think the people up top, they're not dumb. Like the people who are peddling that global warming's not real and that type of shit, they know it's real. They're not dumb. They're just using that to their advantage. But for some reason, some people buy into that shit. What else? Yeah, so I also don't think people give ourselves enough credit too. You know, we can do some crazy shit as humans. There's some pretty insane shit. Like, fucking make a rocket and shoot it into the fucking sky, which is probably pretty basic compared to some other stuff like this with this quantum physics and all that other stuff that I'm not even going to start to talk about because I'll end up sounding really dumb. But then I also think that we think we're so fucking smart and that we know everything, yet like, the one thing that gets me most, not gets me most, but like, the one thing, that type of person that gets me aggravated is the atheist that will like vehemently be like, there is no God. Now like, to give you a background of how I feel about that type of stuff, I grew up kind of Catholic. We didn't really practice or anything. It was just like, oh, there's a God and he lives in you and he lives in me. And that was it. I went to church like once. And then I started to grow up, you know, went to public school, learned about science and shit and evolution and whatnot. And, you know, the internet started becoming more of a thing. Well, it was kind of already a thing at that age. But I was coming to the age of having access to computers all the time and whatnot, and yeah, I just kind of came up with I didn't come up with it. I don't know how I became that way, but I was like, yeah, I don't really think so. I don't think there's a God, and I'm sorry, I'm getting thrown back. I just remember my dad asking me like, every now and then he'd ask me if I believed in God. And I do remember one time telling him, like, the answer changed. It used to always be, yeah, and he'd tell me, like, oh, yeah, you know, he lives in both. Like, he was never pushy about it. He wasn't, like, he hated religion, to be completely honest, but he did believe in God, and, like, he was kind of spiritual in that way. And he truly believed that God lived in everybody. And, sorry, I get a little, my heart starts racing when I talk about my dad. Usually it doesn't happen when I'm just talking in front of a camera or something like that, though. Regardless, I remember telling him no for the first time, and I made my sense of it, and I think I considered myself atheist at the time because I didn't really know about agnosticism, and to me it was kind of just like, if I don't think there's a God, then there is no God, or something like that. I don't know how I was rationalizing it, but I considered myself an atheist. I think I was actually agnostic, but I was calling myself an atheist. And, you know, then, like, you'd go online, you see these atheists, like, groups, and, like, they're always just shitting on, like, the smallest fucking amount of, like, God shit. Like, anytime, like, I don't want to say friends, but I remember being around people who would just like laugh because I'm trying to think of a specific example. Like, they're just kind of assholes about it. It's like, oh, you fucking believe in that shit, like you're a dumbass if you believe in God. There was that kind of attitude, and I just think it's so ignorant because it's like, your belief in there not being a God is just as crazy as their belief in there being a God. It's just, they're both insane. Both ideas are insane. One of them's probably true, but it's fucking crazy, is it not? The fact that there isn't a God is insane to me, because like, how the the goal was the Big Bang. Like, yeah, well, fucking, you can explain that all fucking night, and it's still not gonna convince me that something else didn't fucking do some magic and create the Big Bang, you know? Like, what happened before that, you know? It's just, it doesn't make any sense to me. And then, like, you know, the whole there is being a god thing, well, that's literally fucking magic, and that's insane. So it's like, like why is one, like, I understand, like, there's a level to this. Like, if you're like, believing that there is was no evolution, and you're just denying basic facts of things like, yes, evolution happened, yes, we most likely are stardust, essentially, that's what we were made from, right? But like, oh man, I'm going off on a tangent right now.